Hello, here's the news at this hour on Tstv. I am Mobola Badekale. Here are some major headlines. House of Reps passed bill to make DISCOs refund electricity consumers' cost of equipment repairs. Oyo TESCOM releases 149 names of people living with disabilities. Biden to ask Americans to wear face masks for 100 days. And in the world of sports, ETO'O tips OSIMHEN for QATAR 2022. And now, the news in details. The Federal House of Representatives Wednesday passed to second reading a bill to make electricity distribution companies DISCOs reimburse consumers who incur expenses in the acquisition of power equipment. The bill, titled A Bill for an Act to Amend the Electric Power Sector Reforms Act, to provide electricity distribution companies to reimburse any power consumers who incurs expenses in the acquisition and maintenance of electricity apparatus connected to the national grid in Nigeria, and for related matters. HB 287 is being sponsored by Honorable Ben Roland Igbakwa, who represents ETO'O Federal Constituency of Delta State. Giving the synopsis of the bill in a press briefing, Igbakwa said that when passed into law, the bill will protect the unsuspecting electricity consumers from undue exploitation by some unscrupulous DISCOs who with impunity reap the consumers of their resources by the deliberate abdication of their responsibilities, while at the same time have free access to incentive of subsidy from government power consumers assistance fund. The United States Agency for International Development, USAID, has launched a $6 million Eat Safe initiative to support Nigeria to improve food security, safety, and nutrition. The agency launched the 5-year program on Thursday in Abuja, with Kebbi as the pilot beneficiary state. The project is to be implemented by Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition Gain, an independent non-profit foundation. According to USAID, Nigeria will receive a total of $6 million in funding and implementation, and the scheme will begin in Kebbi, which has the highest incidence of malnutrition in Nigeria. The project is to get $3.5 million in funding, as Mr. Colin Dre-Zinn, the director of USAID's Office of Economic Growth and Environment, said that USAID recognized that food safety was crucial for improving nutrition for a healthy, productive, and resilient Nigeria. He then noted that ensuring safe, nutritious food for all was one of the key public health and social challenges of our time. Oyo State Teaching Service Commission TESCOM has released 149 names of successful candidates for teaching recruitment exercise for the people living with disabilities. You'd recall in August 2020, the government has said it will give automatic employment to all physically challenged persons who applied and meet the requirements in the ongoing recruitment exercise of the Teaching Service Commission TESCOM. The special advisor to the governor, Seyi Makinde, on persons living with disability, Mr. Ayodele Adekombi, had said the government would continue to be magnanimous to all, especially people living with disabilities, with a view to bringing succor to them. An unidentified man alleged to be an Okada thief was on Friday morning burned to death at the Mile 110 roundabout at the end of the MKO Abiola Way Ring Road, Ibadan. An eyewitness told our correspondent that the alleged motorcycle thief was chased from an unknown location where he was said to have stolen a motorcycle to the spot. The eyewitness further disclosed that the said motorcycle was retrieved from him before he was eventually set ablaze by the mob at the scene. The State Police Command Public Relations Officer, PPRO Lugbenga Fadeyi, a superintendent of police, confirmed the incident when contacted. He said the two robbers had snatched an Okada motorcycle from Olomi area of Ibadan Friday morning, and they were trailed by angry youths down to 110 roundabout, where one of them escaped but the other was unlucky. The police spokesperson assured that investigation has commenced into the matter, while the Okada that was snatched has been recovered to the Oluyole police station in Ibadan. The news on Tstv will be back right after this. Welcome back, and now to some foreign stories. United States President-elect Joe Biden has said he will ask Americans to wear masks for his first 100 days in office to curtail the spread of coronavirus. He said he believes there would be a significant reduction in COVID-19 cases if every American wore a face covering. Mr. Biden also said he would order masks to be worn in all government buildings. The United States has recorded 14.1 million cases and 276,000 deaths from COVID-19, the highest of any country in the world. Mr. Biden is preparing to take office as pharmaceutical giants are poised to ship millions of doses of coronavirus vaccines to the American public. The United Kingdom on Wednesday became the first country in the world to approve the Pfizer vaccine. The three members of a leading Egyptian human rights group detained in Cairo last month have been freed following widespread international criticism. The men who worked for the Egyptian Initiative for Personal Rights (EIPR) were accused of links with a terror group and spreading false news. The United Nations Human Rights Agency has described the arrest as chilling, as celebrities Emma Thompson, Stephen Fry, and Scarlett Johansson joined politicians in criticizing the arrest. EIPR is an independent group whose work covers a variety of political, civil, economic, and social issues. And according to reports, a researcher for the group, Patrick Zaki, who was arrested in February, is still in detention. EIPR says he is being held on suspicion of spreading fake news, misusing social media, and inciting protest without permission. Dozens of activists have been arrested under Egypt's President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who led the military's overthrow of his democratically elected predecessor, Mohamed Morsi, in 2013 following protests against his rule. And finally, moving on to the exciting world of sport, former African Footballer of the Year Samuel Eto'O has described Napoli striker Victor Osimhen as a fast player with great techniques and with the world under his feet. The Cameroonian, however, charged the Nigeria striker not to relent but to continue to work harder each day to fulfill his dream. The four-time African Player of the Year, speaking as an ambassador of Qatar 2022 World Cup, said Osimhen is one of the players that can make African proud at the next global football party. The ex-Inter Milan star added that Victor has everything he needs to succeed, and now it is up to him to search for the respect he deserves, and that he should never stop working as he needs to work every day, 24/7. George Russell says he is under no pressure as he prepares to race Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes after this weekend's Sakir Grand Prix, as Hamilton has had to miss the race because he tested positive for coronavirus, and Mercedes negotiated a temporary release for Russell from his Williams team. Russell, who rejected the idea that it was an audition for a Mercedes seat in 2022, said there's been no targets expected of him by Mercedes because he can't judge someone off one race. His teammate Valtteri Bottas' contract lasts until the end of next season, and many in Formula One will see Russell's drive at Bahrain this weekend, and perhaps in Abu Dhabi the weekend after if Hamilton does not recover in time as a showdown between the two. And with that, I've come to the end of the news. Here is a recap of the major headline. House of Representatives passed bill to make DISCOs refund electricity consumers' cost of equipment repairs. Oyo TESCOM releases 149 names of people living with disabilities. Biden to ask Americans to wear masks for 100 days. And in the world of sport, you heard ETO'O tips OSIMHEN for Qatar 2022. Please do not forget to always adhere to COVID-19 safety measures. The news was compiled by Hope. Chijioke, I am Mobola Batekale. Good day, and thank you for watching.